Good afternoon. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the notification bell. And today we got ourselves a quality check with the Model Y. So without further ado, let's get right to it. All right, so we have this blue Model Y with the white interior, and let's do ourselves a quality check. Starting off and looking at the left side, looking at the hood, then looking at the right side. These are cars that's built at a Fremont factory. The latest and the greatest. So let's take a look. This gap over here is nice and tight, and that's what we want to see. There's the white interior. Beautiful. Door handle, let's see if it's flush. And it is flush. So now let's look at this panel over here. Left side panel. It is a little bit big. Yeah, it is too big. It's way too big, and this gap over here is too big. So we still got some issues over here. Yep. All right, so let's continue on with this quality check. The rear's fine. Now let's look at the right side, which we always find is built better, and it is fine. Let's see. Rear passenger rear door. It's fine. Let's take a look at the wheels. Remember, after you've done a thorough check of the exterior, that's when you want to check the interior. I have made a video on an interior quality check. Make sure to check in your description of the video, and you should be able to find it. So, beautiful interior. And yeah, unfortunately, because of that gap, I'm gonna have to give this a fail. Now let's move on to another model. All right, so we have this Model Y here. It's the red with the white interior. And let's take a look at the left side. And let's take a look at the bumper. Let's take a look at the fender. And let's take a look at the right side. Now, these are the upgraded wheels. But personally, I would go with the standard wheels, and I would powder coat the wheels to save me that extra $2,000. So let's check this panel over here. This door is nice and tight, and that's what we want to see. Here's a look at the interior. Let's see if it's flush, and it is flush. Let's check the door handle and see if it's flush, and it is flush. But we do have ourselves an issue over here. This gap is just too big. So let's look at this gap, pay attention to this gap and the size. And I'm gonna go over to the other side, and let's see how the gap is. So left side still having an issue. Let's take a look at the rear. No problems in the rear. Let's check the right side. Right side. Oh, the gap even on the right side is big. But remember the size of that gap on the left side? Now look at the size of the gap on the right side. They should be consistent, and they should be the exact same gap. So due to the fact that they're rushing to make these vehicles, they are not taking quality into consideration. Their focus primarily right now is quantity and producing as much vehicles as possible, which is a problem because the people are not getting excellent builds. So remember, do your due diligence, bring somebody with you, bring a camera, don't drive off the lot, bring a checklist that you can download a checklist from electricbuyers.com, and make sure the car is built to the best of their ability. So this one is also a fail. Now let's move on to our final Model Y. All right, so this is our final Model Y for the evening. Let's start off by looking at the left side. Let's take a look at the wheels. Let's take a look at the bumper. And let's take a look at the right side. This is the gray with the white interior with the standard wheels. See that gap? It's fine. Let's take a look at the driver's side door. And it does poke out a little bit. See the handle, see if it's flush, and it is flush. Now this gap over here is a little bit better than the gap on the other vehicles. But we do still have ourselves an issue with over here. It's just too big of a gap. It can be fixed with a minor adjustment. So make sure to tell your sales rep. Let's let them know if you have any problem with your vehicle, they'll be more than glad to fix it. If you run into any issues with your sales rep, this is what I want you to do. Ask for a manager. Then make sure you take camera footage of the defect, write it down. Then if they say if it's within spec, what I want you to do is, if it's a minor issue, accept the delivery, book a service appointment, and come back and have the issue fixed. If it's a major issue, such as a scratch, dent, something that's really big, reject the vehicle. Unfortunately, you might have to go back to the end of the line, but they may be also able to source you a new vehicle if there's one available in inventory. So if it's a minor, accept it, book a service appointment. Even when they go to fix your vehicle, if you're not satisfied, book another service appointment. And if you really want to get it fixed and they're not fixing what the problem is, go to another service center and have them deal with it. Because it's always good to have a new set of eyes to look at the vehicle. That way you can have somebody better to help you. Because sometimes you meet the wrong employee and they could ruin your day if it doesn't go your way. So that's why I'll just speak to another employee and ask them to get it fixed. Now let's take a look at the right side. Right side is fine. Okay, passenger rear door, it does poke out. Passenger rear door just pokes out, so we still have ourselves an issue. It's a minor problem with this one. This is the gray with the white interior. I would give this Model Y a pass. So if you're thinking about ordering a Model Y, SX3, even a Cybertruck, why don't you head down to Tesla and order yourself a brand new vehicle today. All right, take care and have a good one. Hey, would you like to win a Tesla Model 3? All you have to do is like, share, comment, and subscribe. And one lucky subscriber will win a Tesla Model 3.